Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Sound check 1 to 3. Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound check, sound check. Testing sound 1 to 3. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so let's get started. So let me remove these all things first. What we are having here, support and resistance. I think so we're gonna start consolidation on this daily time frame as well. Wow, man, we are standing right on a strong support of our daily time frame. Look at this one, and daily continuously pushing to the downside. So need to take this resistance area, and at the same time I'm looking for this support. Actually, you know what, it's a daily support here on the left hand side. So if it could manage to break below this low, there's a very high probability we're going to continuously pushing to the downside. It could be some kind of a counter trade structure on a higher time frame, so might be it could tap to this area, might be, who knows that. But well, let's jump from daily to h4. Still it did not break the previous daily low, so let's jump from daily to h4 continuously getting back to this support area. This is where we are having some kind of resistance. Let's jump from h4 to h1 to see more better picture. We are tapping towards this support area on the left hand side on the h1 time frame. From here to here on the h1 time frame, we are having like a clean traffic. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's a sixth candle of h1 time frame which continuously pushing it to the downside. And here we are heading towards like a lot of rejections on the left hand side. Let's jump from h1 to m30 to see more better picture. If I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame, this is where I can see like a resistance area here. And if I look at on the left hand side, we are tapping to the support on the left hand side. Look at this one, we are tapping to the support on the left hand side. So this is some kind of a candle already moved more than 300 pips, nearby 400 pips consecutive. It's just like continuously pushing to the downside and standing right now on a strong support area. So if a 30-minute, if I calculate the 30-minute time frame, even a 30-minute candle moving normally with 100 pip, just like moving with 100 pip. If a market could manage to drop the volume, the weights, this candle just like showing strong volume, then this candle smaller than the previous one, if it also going to be closed with a smaller than the previous one, and if somehow a candle could manage to close with a strong healthy body, the next candle gonna create a big break above the high, there's a probability we can continuously pushing to the upside. We are sitting at right on a strong support area. It connected with the h4 time frame, it connected with the daily time frame, it connected with the h1 time frame, it connected with the 30-minute time frame. So this support area is connected with all time frames here on the left hand side. So it's a kind of very strong support area. If with the opening of London session, if I already got some kind of a structure here, as it already moved a lot, if it's going to be create some kind of a small body, a bullish small body candle, and the next candle gonna create a wick and break below this low with the opening of London session, there's a higher probability we're gonna continuously pushing towards downside. So right now the session trend is in a bearish form. If even I'm looking at the 50-minute time frame, 15-minute actually created a resistance here. Yes, it just created a resistance here. Look at this one, it created a resistance here. How much range it is actually? Still it's kind of a 100 pip range. So looking at the 50-minute perspective and the 30-minute time frame, if 30 minutes start dropping the volume and going to be close with a small body, 50-minute managed to do some kind of a consolidation. If it could manage to create some kind of a support and manage to break above this 43.76, so there's a very high probability we're gonna continuously pushing to the upside. And if a single candle managed to break and close above this high, it's mean 30-minute could manage to break above the previous 30-minute candle high, so it could be very good trade coming up. So man, if I look at on the 50-minute time frame, I can't see clean traffic on the left hand side. But if I'm flipping on the 30-minute time frame, there's like a lot of rejection on the left hand side. So below this area, we are having this rejection right after 40 pips. So I need to understand one thing. what does make more sense to take a sell? If I really wanted to take a sell, is this make more sense where I'm just like going to be having rejection after 30-40 pips? This is also another rejection. This is some kind of another rejection. I think so, and I believe that the way candle continuously pushing to the downside, and we are heading towards like in a bearish momentum below this area like 43.50. I can see a clean traffic on the left hand side and a tradable range. So sells for the continuation, this one I have a mess on the left hand side. See, I have a mess on the left hand side. So in this situation, if I wanted to go for the sells, I need to believe the volume where the market already moved a lot. So here I need to believe the volume for the continuation to the downside. If it could manage to give some kind of a structure and manage to show me some strong volume, then there is the only probability it could fill this range on the left hand side. Actually, you know what, it could fill this range, but it could be risky one because we are having rejection right after few pips. See, look at this one, and also it's still, this candle is an open candle, still did not close yet, still it did not close yet like a higher time frame. So we are sitting on a strong support area on the H4 time frame. We are sitting on a strong support area of a daily time frame, H4, H1, all time frame having like a strong support area here. So let's see if this candle lose the volume, if 50-minute could manage to close above this resistance area high or break above this resistance area high. I believe that we can continuously pushing to the upside. So right now, just for the reminder, I'm just like taking this support area, but I need to understand there's like a lot of rejection, so I'm not interested in this sells only make sense for me if I could manage to continuously get the candle to the downside. Then if it could manage to create some kind of a structure here, and then I believe that we can continuously pushing to the downside somewhere here. If it could come down, create a resistance, create a support, break below the support, so I'm going to be have like a clean traffic on the left hand side, so then there is a probability gonna continuously pushing downside. So this is something I'm looking for, and for sells actually, and for buys, if a candle start dropping the volume, if it start dropping the volume, look at the size of this candle. If it could start dropping the volume, if the next candle gonna create a wick and manage to break above this high, it's a Thursday as well, so probability we can continuously pushing upside. So I wanted to give my trade a chance here. Actually, I wanted to go as a counter trade structure, so just waiting right now. Let's see what gonna happen. I will wait. Actually, I will wait for the candle to be closed. That will be more better because there is 15 minutes left for the candle to be closed, and if a candle could manage to close in this shape, if a candle could manage to close like this or break like this, so there's a probability, I believe, that we will continuously pushing upside. So well, let's see, I have a plan now and gonna stick with this one. So deep actually said me something here. What is this deep? Oh, deep executed a sell here as an impulse entry in trend. Very nice, deep. It was a nice trade, but realistically you manage the profit here. Really awesome. Secure 50 pips on M15 time frame. Let me see this one. Very nice. You also took the same trade as deep. Both did an incredible job here. So same visualization. Yes. Good morning all. Congratulations to you all who took winning trades already. Congratulations everyone. Someone wishing you congratulations here. So I didn't took any trade yet, so I'm waiting to see how I can grab some chunks here. I will try to take a risk of $150 to $200. So well, let's see. So ji walaikum salam. Did we miss impulse sell on M15? Yes, you did miss that. It was a good sell, went 50 pips in your favor. So according to my plan, all I need a candle to be closed. I don't want it to go as an impulse entry where this candle closed with a healthy body bigger than the previous one. I just needed a candle to give me some kind of a closed confirmation candle. If it could create a wick and then break above the high or close above this high, I believe that there's a very good probability coming up. And we are also heading towards like a opening of London session, rejecting from the strong support area. I could say it could be easy to grab some chunks out of it. Thoughts on annotations? Let me see. Okay, 4-hour candle broke below the support. Smaller time frame might give you some kind of a confirmation here. Clean traffic. These are the wicks on the left hand side. Might be these wicks having some kind of a support in it on a lower time frame. So yeah, that makes sense. But why you are taking these wicks? I would say to take your support or resistance on a body actually. Wicks actually represent the range. It's a part of the range. Yeah, below this area I'm also looking for the cells actually. But after getting the structure here, which time frame it is? 1 hour. Okay, you're sitting with a 1 hour. I have a plan to go as a swing trade. Yeah, 1 hour strong support, a lot of rejections here on the left hand side. 30-minute. Yeah man, you know what, if you guys remember last day twice I have seen this kind of structure where market break above the high and then continuously pushing upside. Who remember this structure? Do you take CPI trade? No, I did not took a single trade on a CPI. Actually, I was not feeling comfortable with the CPI, so I didn't took any trade, and it did the same way. And if you remember my last live stream, I already told this thing. Last live stream. So I took sell from 43.74 according to 15-minute. Still it hit my SL 43.74. Okay, 43.74 still hit my SL and went down. My view and setup was correct, but it hit SL. Any suggestion how it hit your SL? If you executed a sell here, your stop loss was here, your TP was here, it could be like 1-to-1 risk to reward. So it went in your favor. Many people here in a Zoom chat, they managed to make some money here. Actually, I think you didn't manage the risk, you didn't manage the profit there. Walaikum salam. Could be decent buys overextended for sells. Overextended for sells, I would say it's a structure it's creating right now. It created a resistance. It created a managed to break and close above this resistance. It could be a very beautiful counter trade structure we're going to be have here. So let's see. Let's see. And why I'm looking for the 50-minute time frame. The reason behind that, the 30-minute start printing in a bigger size. So this candle rejecting from the support area. Look at this one on the left hand side. It rejected from the strong support area and start pushing upside. 50-minute breaking above the high. Man, this candle did not have a bottom wick. If I wanted to go with the impulse entry, I would like to see this candle to create a wick. Then I will think about to impulse entry. You know what? Then I will definitely gonna think about for the impulse entry. If it could have a bottom wick. Now it breaking above this high. If it could have a bottom wick, might be I will add 50% position here, and then after the closure of this candle, then I will expect that it will continuously pushing upside. So I might gonna put 50% position in this situation, and if it continuously pushing upside and manage to close in a bullish form, next candle gonna create a wick and break above the high, then I gonna put 50% more in it. But this one right now, it's risky one. I can't do anything about it. It's not a good structure, I would say, which suits my structures, which just like match to my structure. I needed to create a wick. If it could break above the high, might be I'm gonna put 50% position there, and if it could manage to close then in a bullish form like this, so the next candle gonna create a wick and break above the high, so I can put one more entry into it. This is something I'm looking for. Buys here could be risky. 30 minutes still open, it did not close yet. Look at this one. So yeah, you know what, I have a plan to take a buy the way it is showing current situation. So if this candle close without having a bottom wick, if this candle could manage to close without having a bottom wick, then very high probability next candle should be create a wick and break above the high and could be go with a good counter trade structure here. So man, let's see. I'm waiting right now. I can't do anything about it. This is some kind of opportunity I can see, but it's not following my rule right now. It did not have a bottom wick. Who knows that it could come down and can create a bottom wick. We are heading towards opening of London session. 30 minutes still open, did not close yet. 50 minutes still open, did not close yet. So it's very important for this scanner to be closed. I don't want you to miss this one, but it is whatever it is. Need to stick with the rules. It's also a 4 hour and 1 hour rejection. Yeah, I have seen that. No trades for me during this session. I I will look for trades during NY. Going to use this live stream for education purpose. That's great. Great idea. Great plan. It could be a risky one. Yes, Uvo. It could be the risky one, man. 1 hour still bearish. So is 4 hour 1 hour. Yeah, man. Look at the rejection. I think so. Might be what we get last time on 30-minute time frame. Might be this candle gonna close with a small body. Next candle gonna create a weekend break above the high. I wanted to take a buy actually. Man, oh man. Look at this one. What's going on here? What's just going on here? Just don't leave me alone and just like continuously pushing upside. Wait for 30-minute close. Only 10 minutes. Yeah, waiting. Just waiting for this 30-minute M30 H1 all time frame. I'm waiting for this candle to be closed. It's creating a very beautiful structure here. Look at this one. No trading because of no bottom wick. Yes, it just don't have a bottom wick. If it could have a bottom wick and I wanted to go with the impulse entry, like if it could create a wick then break above the high, so I would like to add 50 to 60% position here. And if it could manage to close in a bullish form, next candle could create a wick and break above the high, then I could put one more entry into it. This is something I could do with this entry if it was having like a bottom wick. So that is a scenario I could follow. So right now just waiting. How much stop loss I am getting here? 50 pips stop loss with 0.35. 50 pips is almost like $125. Yeah, I have a plan to go with 120, 150 or two minimum, like maximum $200 stop loss. So well, let's see. I'm expecting it's a Thursday, man. What a rejection. If this 30-minute could manage to close with a healthy body, might be I go with a dynamic risk. I believe the previous day low sits at around 43.62. Okay. Well, I'm waiting. There's 6 minutes left. I don't want it to close far away from this area. I just don't want it to close far away. I just wanted it to close where it is standing right now. That could be amazing one. Still, it's a better execution level where we are sitting at. Okay, man, look at this one. What's going on? There is just 5 minutes left. Just 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. So I think so if the candle could manage to create a weekend break above this high, stop loss could be somewhere here still. below this current candle low, because it's showing us some kind of a strong counter trade structure here. Still, I don't want it to move further. Just stop here where it is standing right now. It will be better, I think so. H1 is about to be close, 30-minute about to be close, M15 about to be close. If a candle could manage to break above this high, very high probability it's gonna continuously pushing upside. What a strong volume it's showing in it, and candle just did not create a bottom wick here. Unless this 1 hour flip bullish, well, just waiting, just testing my patience here right now. 4 minutes left and it moved almost like 40 pips away from this resistance area. It's a kind of, you know what, second solution I'm having is a dynamic risk. With the dynamic risk, I can put one entry with the opening of candle. If it could retrace, I can put one more entry into it. Stop loss could be somewhere here. So if I enter partially, so I believe there's a higher probability I could make some money. So let's see. The way it is pushing, the way it's showing the volume, I'm gonna tore my position into two pieces. I just tore my position into two pieces, and with the opening of the candle, I'm gonna execute a buy if it's gonna stay here. With the opening of the candle, in this situation, if I'm going for the dynamic risk, remember that dynamic risk, we never wait for the candle to create a wick, we never wait for the candle to break above the previous candle high. We are heading towards like opening of a London session. So the way it candle reacting, the way 30-minute about to be closed after rejecting from the support with a healthy body. Look at the H1 going to be closed but with a small body. So I believe that with the opening of the London session, might be it would be continuously pushing upside without letting you to execute a trade. So let's see if it could happen or not. So just waiting for this candle to be closed. All I need, this candle should have a upper wick. So I will execute a buy by using a dynamic risk. Does this make sense? What you guys thinking about this plan? So how are you planning to buy? Yeah, I'm just getting ready to execute a buy, just waiting for this candle to be closed. Agree with you? Yes. So yeah, man, just waiting, 2 minutes left, 2 minutes left. I'm getting ready to use a dynamic risk with the opening of the candle. This 30-minute even is retrace and about to be closed more than 50% of the previous candle. It's showing a strong healthy body. We are heading towards opening of London session right now. So stop loss will be somewhere here. And dynamic risk, with dynamic risk, I could lose less by using a dynamic risk. 1 minute left, just 1 minute left. Anything could be happen in this last 1 minute. All I need, this candle don't close just without upper wick. In too risky, I would wait for the 1 hour high to be broke. That's your decision, buddy. That's totally your plan. You can stick with that one. In case we trust, don't trust. Trend is bearish, so for buys it's not good idea. Okay, it's a counter trade structure I'm going to be heading towards. So with the opening of candle, I'm gonna execute a buy. Actually. Still waiting. Just few seconds left. I will add two position. So with that, I might gonna. Okay, 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. All I need, this candle should have upper wick. If it's going to be closed with no upper wick, then things could be okay. I'm adding one position here. I added one position here. This is my stops. If it could retrace a little more, I'm going to be add one more position into it. If it could retrace 50%, I will add one more position into it. 30-minute close with a healthy body. H1 close with a small body. So I believe that if it could come down, I can add one more position. So I will be in it like here, not here, a little more. Just come a little more. It's the opening of London session, having a good healthy body here. Come on, a little more. Just a little more. If it's not going to break its low and going to break this high, I will add one more position into it. Just 1 minute already passed. It's good actually. It did not break above the high in the first 1 minute, 2 minute. So if it's going to break above the previous candle high, that could be more perfect. Okay, coming down. At the 50% of this candle, I'm going to be add one more position into it. Using a dynamic raise, look at this H1 close with a small body. Look at the 30-minute with a healthy body rejecting from the support, strong support on the left hand side. M15 close with no bottom wick, showing a strong bullish momentum in it. I believe that this could be a very good probability coming up here. Well, let's see. It's been 2 minutes almost and it did not break above the high till. Come on. Okay, I am adding one position more here. Stop loss could remain same. So now I'm going to be lose 80 and 60, almost nearby $150. So now I believe that there is a probability this candle should be continuously pushing upside because it break above the high after 2 minutes. It did not break above the high in the first 1 minute. It break above the high after 2 minutes. So I add two positions here and it almost like my complete risk. So well, let's see. So how I can manage the risk in this situation? If it break above the high, there is no business of this candle to retrace more than 50% of this candle. If it did that, then I need to start managing the risk. I need to start managing the risk here. You know what? I believe that there is a very high probability it's gonna work out. It could be. I'm planning to add one more position. So I will be in $200. The plan as I have to take a risk of a $200, I believe it could be going to be work out very well. Look at this one. Come on, where the volume gone? I just need a volume here. Push it to the upside. Just need a volume here. Come on. Show me some guts. So as it's going to break its own high again, I believe that then there is no business of this current candle to come down and break its own low. If it did that, then I need to close one position there. Still it did not break above the high. Still I believe that it should be continuously pushing up. So let's see how my plan gonna work out or not. So I had a plan, my visualization just print on the chart, everything aligned as I wanted to see on the chart. So now I need to believe my structure. Trend is bearish so far, so for buys it's not good idea. It's totally your decision, buddy. If you are not comfortable with the buys, don't go with that. Who told you to take a buy? Just relax, chill. It's a pure counter trade structure. I can see I have a structure here. Candle created a resistance, created a support, break and close above the resistance, sitting with the London session. Believe that the next candle could create a wick and manage to break above the high. We're gonna shoot up to the upside. This is what I'm looking for. But you know what? You know what? The worst thing here only, this candle should not be wrecked like that. This candle should show volume in it and should be continuously pushing upside. because we are sitting with the opening of London session right now. And this candle also closed with no bottom wick, so it should be having like a higher probability to continuously pushing. So I got a lot of confirmations here. I got a lot of confirmation. All I just like took a decision to go with a dynamic risk, so I can get like a better entries here. So how likely is it to for price to do a wick fill on a 1 hour? Why I need to get confused here? 1 hour rejected with a long rejection with a small body means it dropped the volume. 30-minute close with a healthy body, rejected from the support, probability could continuously pushing upside. 50-minute create a proper counter trade structure. Right now all the time frames just like showing me a counter trade structure there. So why not to take this opportunity? Why I need to get into some kind of overthinking that 1 hour gonna be reject these all time frames and gonna react to that direction? I'm not gonna see that. If it not gonna worked out, it's okay. So here I'm going to be add one more position, so I can put $200 on a risk. Here we go. That's it. So that is my last entry. So now I put my risk on a stake by using a dynamic risk. In a dynamic risk, I already manage the risk. I already manage my executions here. In a dynamic risk, this is something if I got a close like a strong healthy body candle, and if I wanted to play with a dynamic risk, so I believe that the next candle should create a wick and break above the high. So while it was retracing, I added position into it. So while using a dynamic risk, I already manage it. Now this is something gonna be happen. If it could come went up and then coming back to my entry, then I could manage the risk. If it continuously pushing downside and I'm gonna lose like $200, I'm okay with this one because it already managed now. So all I need this candle to continue push to the upside. Come on. Mama, I'm in love with a criminal. The trade I missed went in profits, but this one didn't. Which one? Come on, gold. You should show me some volume here. So you know what? Now, as this candle went down, retraced more than 50% of this low. So I believe that if it come down and going to break its own low, so now this is a situation I need to start managing the risk. If this current candle now come down and going to break its own low, I will going to be close this position. I will going to be close this position then. Where is the volume? It's the opening of London session actually. Wow, man, it's just stopped there. It just stopped there. So whenever I execute a trade, I always wanted price to go in my favor sap, but it's still dancing here. Come on, dynamic risk, work for me. Damn. Now if this candle, if it comes down and going to break its own low, I am going to be close this last position, or I could close my 50% position. It should not be wrecked like that. I'm getting ready. If it's going to be close or break its own low, so I need to close my this position. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't break your own low. Just continuously pushing upside. So it's all about, sorry, how you can manage the risk. It's about how much you can gain. Yeah, it's all about to manage the risk as well. If I add a single entry here, complete entry here, so how I can get my better entry? I had a plan to take a buy. Now I need to take a decision. What does make more sense? How I can get the better entry? How I can manage the better way, like the risk? So I decided to go with a like a dynamic risk here. If I enter only one position here, so might be I'm gonna be in a big drawdown. Maybe in the last minute price will move. Well, let's see. Maybe we will have impulse entry on a 50. Okay, it's just like coming down. I'm keeping my eye here. If it could manage to break its own low, I need to close my this position. Didn't it didn't break its own low till it did not break its own low, fighting with this area. Come on, that's great actually. Oh, what's in this area actually? It's not breaking its own law. I am keeping eye. I'm not even blinking my eye here. So wow, man. Come on. Where is the volume, man? Mama, I'm in love with a criminal. It's raining outside. Coming down, again coming down. Okay, I'm closing one position here. I did close one position here, which I executed actually. I only closed one position. So if it retraces more than 50% of this previous candle, I'm going to be close one more position there. And if it could manage to break its own high, then might be I going to be put back one more entry into it. Oh man, look at this one. Just like come down to take my last third position here. Okay, say goodbye to everyone. Just say goodbye to everyone. It's your time to go to say goodbye. So last 5 minutes of the 50-minute normally flips. Well, let's see. Right now it's struggling with this area. If it could retrace more than 50% of the previous candle, might be I could close one more position there. Might be I'm gonna close one more position there. So right now I just like need to readjust the zones. So you never get confused about this one. This is the new zones actually. I think so many people are get confused now. So I need to readjust my zones now. Where it is 30-minute time frame. Mama, I'm in love with a criminal. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this. Damn, where is my entry? Where is my entry? I need to close one more position. Where is this? Damn, was not expecting this one. Here we go. Well, let's see. So now, if it could manage to break its own low, I am going to be close all the positions. I am going to be close my all position if it's going to break its own low. I all need to understand how I can lose less. It's not working in the way how it should be. 50-minute about to be close. 50-minute about to be close. And the way this candle about to be close, I would like to see if the next candle gonna create a wick and break this candle low. I'm going to be close everything. Still it respecting the previous resistance area. Okay, man. All me, I keep holding this sheet. New one cut the cancer total 12. Very nice, very nice. So this 50-minute close with a healthy body. Look at this one. This 50-minute actually close with a healthy body. So I believe that it doesn't make sense to hold this position if this candle going to break its own low. I would like to close one more position there. I would like to close one more position so to lose less. if it's going to break its own low. Here I close one more position. I don't like this way, the way it's just like moving, so I already closed two positions. So out of 200 pips, like $200, still I lose $57. Still I lose $57 out of $200. So if this candle managed to break above this high might be I'm going to be at one more position. I can put back entry into it. It could be very dangerous. It become like I was not expecting this. The way this candle reacting, this candle close without no bottom wick. Next candle should create a wick with the opening of London session. Should be continuously pushing upside. It should be continuously pushing upside. So I believe if I can lose 50% out of 100% losing streak, that will be perfect. So I believe if it's going to break this previous candle low, I need to close this position too. Actually, let bring my stop loss here. So now 54 and 57 out of $200, I might gonna lose 110 $120. So let me come on the chat. Cash bro, it's a perfect entry, but didn't know why is reacting like this. But however it is. Yeah, if it's going to be happen again, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same shit actually. It seems dominant market is operating manually. What? How? How it seems to you? Maybe we will have impulse entry on 50 minute when this candle close as a small bearish. Yeah, but it's just like already went down, did not break above its own high. Then I need to see if it could break above this high so I can give my trade another chance. Till right now, it didn't work out as I planned. You know what I'm just like out from this one. So you know what I was having a plan, the way this candle rejecting from the support, I believe that if a candle could manage to create a wick and break above the high, the way the 50-minute candle closed, the way 30-minute rejected close with a healthy body, it's just become like a good probability structure. It just become like a good probability structure. Create a wick, break above the high after 2 minutes. So it should be so with the dynamic entry where I execute a sell, sorry, a buy. So I lose almost $111, $12 out of $200. So if I can lose less, that is the only possibility I can make more. So well, let's see if I could give my trade a second chance. Till right now there is nothing like that I can see. So I'm having this new resistance area here, and this one I'm having like a support. So we'll see. Still I'm having a $100 bracket with me, so might be with the NY or the second chance. We'll see. So Suvo actually managed the risk in very well way. Very nice, Suvo. As it breaks its own low, you close the trade. But I had three positions, so I close three time here. So we pushing towards previous day low 43.65. Yeah, it's still in the range right now. This London session is hilarious from many days. I can see that. If the 4 hour is bearish, 1 hour is bearish, wick fill is more likely one single bullish 30-minute in a low probability. Maybe I am overthinking. Buddy, it's overthinking. It's definitely overthinking. You know what? 100%. If next time, if you are sitting with me on a live stream, if this scenario gonna be appear there, I'm gonna be execute because low time frame always give us the confirmation what could be happen on the higher time frame. So let's just for you, let's make a plan. Just for you. So looking at the H4 start rejecting from the support area. Okay, it start rejecting from the support area. Is it really good continuously pushing upside from the support area? If I'm only looking for the H4 time frame, might be I'm not gonna get better execution, might be I'm not gonna get like a better stop loss there. So looking at the 4 hour, it start rejecting from the support area. Let's jump from H4 to H1. If I can see this H1, it rejected with a long rejection, close with a small body. What is the meaning of a candle which rejected, which having like a long wick and a small body? Can you tell me what is the meaning of this candle? It's a kind of exhaustion candle. So H1, H4, both give me the direction. Might be we could continuously pushing up, say okay, how I can get like a more confirmations here. So let's jump from H1 to M30. I can see we were having like a lot of rejection on the left hand side, market rejecting right from this area. Next candle close healthy body. Healthy body means it did not close like a small body and close somewhere here. It filled more than 50% of the previous candle range here, and we are heading towards opening of London session, and then it break above the high. So what is the probability now? And if 30 minute you are not feeling comfortable, you are getting like a bigger stop loss. Look at the 50-minute time frame. 50-minute candle closed, and it closed without having a bottom wick. Everything aligned with each other, everything just giving the sign for the probability to give towards bullish form. But it is whatever it is there. That's why I always said that take the market as a retail trader. If it should work like that, how you wanted it to work, and if it's not working in that way, you should do the same thing. Once it start going against you, manage the risk. That's all you can do. What I did here. So now ask yourself, break down the chart from higher time frame to lower time frame, you will get the perfect idea and a plan there. So really good risk management. Thank you so much. It's good. Oh, it's okay. Wait for the new structure. People getting mad because they lose all fund for the next trade. Who told them to take execute with me? I'm here for the education. It's a free content for the education on the YouTube. Plan and logic was good, just not volume there. Yeah, you know what? Also, while I execute a plan according to go with the dynamic is, we also expecting the volume the way this candle close. What is the meaning of a candle which closed without bottom wick? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of this candle? And it created a proper structure, close with a proper structure. Bullish volume, because there were no sellers who could push the market to the downside, to create a wick. Because mostly what happened, mostly candles have a bottom wick. If it did not create a bottom wick, it's mean it started only with the buyers. It started only with the buyers and closed with the buyers healthy body. Understood? And again, if you go from the higher time frame to lower time frame, so it will, you know what, if I'm going to attempt this structure like 10 times, might be 7 time it gonna work for me. So I'm okay with this one. So in the same way, it's a probability. As a retail trader, I don't have relation with Mr. Trump who gonna tell me where the market will go. So I am done with trading. Fuck gold. I think you go with a higher risk, buddy. Just relax, chill. Still, I'm sitting with good profit here, 634. So, uh, how did you go long? 4 hour is still bearish. 1 hour also rejected, but still bearish. Man, here we go. We start getting advices from the people who are sitting freely on the YouTube. That's why price is coming down. It coming down to give that 50-minute candle a lower wick, then potentially push up, but it didn't. It didn't did that, buddy. I think the big reason 1 hour candle closed with big red long wick. Okay. So if the 1 hour candle rejected with a long rejection wick, it's mean it's exhaustion candles of a higher probability gonna continuously pushing upside. I'm still holding bearish from 43.80. Oh, wow. Why you still holding? You execute with me and I manage the risk, but you still holding because you expecting something from the market. That's why mostly you guys get losses in the market, because you try to attach your emotions with the market. It's not going to be work like that, buddy. It's not going to be work like that. So your bias is often long, today is definitely short. Okay, man, here we go. I agree with the plan as well. If right now go up means just fell the bottom week. Well, let's see if it could manage to break or close above here. So again, I'm gonna give my trade a second chance, but I'm not gonna change my plan now. Sells, I'm not feeling comfortable with the sells. No clean traffic, nothing clear there. So 5 minutes left for this candle to be closed. If this if this candle could manage to close with a small body, again, if a candle managed to break above this high, I could give my trade a second chance, but with the same perspective. These days, good volume in pre-London session. Yeah. So what you did there? It's perfect scenario not to take trade like this. Like the setup is a sin which I learned from last 6 months. But always keep in mind it game of probability. Exactly. We are not here only for the winning purpose. We are here to understand how to adopt the different conditions of the market, how we can lose less if it's not working out. I add three position, one position here, then it break above the high, add second position here, it retrace, add one position here, it then again went up, again come down, break its own low, I cut my one position there, and again it just like close the 50-minute candle, create a weak break its own low, again close one more position, as it break the previous candle low, again close 100% position. So where I'm going to be lose like a $200, I had a stop loss of a $200, so I managed to lose $110. So if I can lose less, that is the only way I can make more. So four trades in this week. Let me see. Keep eye on this one. I wanted to give my trade a second chance while breaking down this one. So this totally makes sense. I think so. It's the same trade which we just like took right now. One loss. This could be a profitable trade. This could be a profitable trade. Wow, very nice. This could be profitable. Yeah, this is something I was expecting here. This is something. H1 close in this shape. The candle create a wick. Looking at the smaller time frame, I was expecting this 100%. See, someone already took the same structure. This is something I'm expecting here. Very nice. So I'm with you, no worry, let's fight. Okay, all these people not understanding trading is a game of probability. Majority of the time, this setup of wins. Yes, today just one of the minorities it loses. Yes, exactly. It is whatever it is, but it's having like a good probability. It's a part of my structure. It's a strong part of my structure. Whenever I'm going to use dynamic risk, always remember that. If whenever I have a plan to go with a dynamic risk, it's mean I am watching something which having higher probability than the normal structure. So can you guys understand how I was more confident on this one, why I use a dynamic risk? Right opening of the London session, candle didn't have a bottom wick, M30 closed with a bullish form, H1 closed with the exhaustion candle. So everything aligned with each other in the same way, but it is whatever it is. That's why we call it a probabilities. So Neves actually sent me something here. So I would take a buy if the price tapped 30-minute close bullish somewhere here. Okay. But how, what about this one? It tapped this area, buddy. It's tapped to this area and close with a healthy body. So you need at least 40% win rate to gain from this industry. No FOMO, no daily trades, no over trading, manage risk and see the result. Yeah, exactly. Even you know what, not 40%, I would say 55%. 55%, 50% is more than enough. If you are good with the risk management, that will be great actually. But yeah, risk management is the backbone of this industry. That is the only way you can make some more money. I was referring to the red line, never mind. Okay, okay, so you're just waiting for this one. Okay, is totally your plan, buddy. More than 50% means crazy results. Yes, if you are good with the, actually, you know what, it will be easy to get like a 50% profitability ratio. It will be easy. It will be easy. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday. I knew I could easily recover this loss and will manage to make some money. Expecting volume. Great explanation, sir. Yes, it was. Your buy is okay. So whenever I take trade, it goes in loss, and the one I miss goes in profit. It happens in the beginning. It happens, but soon you will start understanding this thing. Even in Thursday, volume is not in our favor. Volume is the structures were there, but volume dropped down. It's a reality that volume actually dropped down. So buys now, buys only make sense above this area, above this area. If a candle could manage to break and close above this 43.80, there's a very higher probability it gonna continuously pushing upside. In all honesty, I took similar lows earlier, okay, Sneeves, but it was a good plan if it already appeared before. It was a good plan. Even you know what? Look at this one. It's the same thing, just change the shape. Created a support, created a resistance, break above the resistance, fill the range. See this one? Now let's come to the downside. Now it's the opening of London session, created a support, created a resistance, break and close above the resistance. See this one? So probability should be push up. So the same thing happening again and again in front of your eyes, but you need to see it. So 30-minute close, you know what, man? I just like I hate this thing. When candle close with the same size of the previous candle, I just hate this thing. And you guys knew that what is the meaning of this one. So Suvo win rate 58%, very nice. Profit 9,340, very nice. 34 hours reward processing, very nice. And average winning 1,640, very nice. Very, very, very beautiful result you got, buddy. Very nice. Congratulations. Consolidation, yes, Abdul Rafe. It's a clear sign of the consolidation. Yeah. But well, let's see if this could manage to break above this high or close above this. I wanted to give my trade one more chance. Brother, if it closed below 43.57, will you take sell? Nobody. It did not close below this area. It rejected and closed back into the range. It's a clear sign of a consolidation. So if it could consolidate in this area, I think so. Someone here might be Neves. I think so. Have a plan to take a buy. Might be market will start doing consolidation. Again, if you guys remember that while during the live stream, I told you if market continuously pushing in one direction during the Asian pre-London session, and then if it start doing the consolidation, and then with the opening of NY session, if it could manage to break and close above this high, there's a probability it's gonna fill this complete range on the left hand side. It is possible. So potential buys above 43.81. Yeah, very very strong buys that will be actually. It already happened. I was talking about this one. So it will be a very 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 strong buys. If a single candle could manage to close above this resistance area the way it rejected, all I need a candle to be close above this resistance area. If a candle managed to close above this resistance area, you know what, I'm gonna close my eyes and gonna take the buys, but it have to be close. I cannot predict the market, that market could reject from this area and then I'm gonna go for the buys. I'm not gonna predict any kind of market here. I'm not gonna predict the market. I will take action once I'm going to be get my confirmations. So maybe price will consolidate till pre-NY. Yes, buddy, it could be possible. Yeah, you are right about this one. You are right about this one. Man, oh man. This is now a 1 hour Wickfield. Buddy, just ask yourself how many time it going to be happen. I already explain you. If you are trying to find out something forcefully, you know what, it will build your habit. Might be next time you're going to be have a structure on a 50 minute on a 30-minute time frame, but by only looking at the 1 hour time frame, you're gonna miss a lot of move, because in this kind of insane volume, if you're only looking at the 1 hour time frame, you might gonna miss a lot of moves there. It is possible. So you just like need to saw complete picture there. If you look at the complete picture, you will start understanding the story actually. What could be the probability? So one H didn't break the previous high but fill the wick. We guess right. Okay, you guess right. Brother, please speak in Urdu. The lack of flow and accept it causing an issue. It's your issue, buddy. It's not mine. I can't do anything about it. And your name already written roasted. Wow. Have a name in English and asking me to speak Urdu. If price consolidate till NY, it will good. It will good. Yes, it will good. Because the more it will consolidate, the more higher probability gonna give some chance there. So I'm waiting actually. You know what? Just waiting. I'm waiting to see if it could manage to break and close above this high, so I could give my trade one more chance there. This is something I'm waiting for. What just happened here? Okay, 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 okay. Wow. Oil just like pump up. If oil pump up, why the gold pushing upside? If the oil will break down this low, then gold will start pushing upside. What happening on the pound yen? Where is the pound yen? Is in bullish form and doing consolidation on a higher time frame. Well, if it could manage to break below this low, wow man, look at this one. The H4 is doing consolidation here. If we flip on H1, what a beautiful consolidation happening here. It's having a good structure. The weight consolidating. If a single candle could manage, because many candles try to went down impulsively. Look at this one, these wicks on the left hand side. Many candles try to went down but couldn't sustain the pressure and close back into the range. So if a single candle could manage to break and close below this low, this is such kind of beautiful 50 pip range here to the downside. And if I'm looking on the on the left hand side, so if it managed to break and close above this high, so again going to be have like a clean traffic here of a 50 pip. So both ways having like a 50 pips range in it. It's a good thing going on. And as usual, this Mr. USDT TRY Lira, it never retraces ever, just continuously pushing upside. BTC is creating lower high, and yeah, it could be come down, but I believe that now it's time for the BTC to push up. So well, let's see. Cash bro, how much you lose in this trade in percentage, please? I lose almost 2%. 2%, might be 2%. I had a plan to go like a 4%, 3% sometime with a good probability structure. When I have more confidence on some structure, I go with the higher risk. But I still, if I'm going with the higher risk, I already have a plan how I can lose less, how I can manage the risk and I can lose less. So out of like 4% risk, I lose 2%. So I took, you know what? Right now I'm sitting with $634 profit. So if I'm taking 3% risk, 4% risk, it totally taken from on my profits actually. If I'm sitting at like a break even stage, let me show you my complete history. If you look at this one, when I just like start flipping on this account, I was continuously using 1 0.1 0.1 0.1 0.15 15 15 15 15. Then as I just reached to my target nearby $500, then I increase the lower size here. Look at this one here, where I made $350. And still With 0.25, if I made $350, what I lose in this three position? $100. One position, $350, three position, $100. Can you understand that? Can you look at this one? This is something called risk management. How I can lose less. So once I start sitting in profit, then I will think about to increase the lot size. Then I will think about to take the higher risk. If I'm starting my capital in the early in early when I started this capital, I need to go with a low lot size to make some money, to make some profit, and then we'll try to play with that profit. Because once you're going to play with that with a profit, might be you're going to be have like a good confidence in you. So look at this one. These three positions managed to lose less. Even it was having like a $200 stop loss, but I managed to lose like $110. So well, let's see. So as I took manage risk properly, planning for lose $30 and lose less. Very nice, buddy. Very nice. Very nice, Anurag. Very nice. It's a very education stream you guys go today. Dynamic risk even didn't work out. So 0.5, 10 pips or loss, 0.5, 10 pips, break even. Very nice. Look at this one. With the risk management in 4 trade, he lose just $10. And even if one trade went in his favor like 20-30 pips, he will recover this loss and will stand in profit. Very nice. Anurag, I like that. And I close the chart because my two bullet will going wrong. Okay, that also does make sense. Very nice decision you took there. So cheers guys, see you next time. Very educational webinar. Yes, it was very educational. Look at this one, start pushing upside now. All I need for the bias, it created a support. Now understand this thing again. It created a support, it created a resistance. Once a green candle closed beside a red candle, you got your support. Once a red candle closed beside a green candle, you got your resistance. Now you wanted to take a buy or sell, wait for the candle to break and close above this resistance for the buys, wait for the candle to break and close below this low for the sells. I think so. I believe that my cat is just like calling from out from my home, my room actually, continuously. He want me to open the door actually. It's really cute actually. Okay, I lose 4k but totally I'm fine. Okay, all right, I'm heading out. See you tomorrow. See, take care, Perth. No volume, really? Yeah, on a chart, no volume exactly. I think next 4 hour candle can push. I was just looking at USDX. It's showing something like I impulse for sell, and USDX and gold are inversely connected. That's why I thought like that. Okay, so I again load my account 5k dollar. Oh, give me best suggestion. I am feeling like very low in confidence. You know what? Take a break. Ankit, take a break for 2 days, 3 days. Just get relaxed and absorb this loss first, and then make a proper plan. And before coming on the chart, again rewatch the risk management thing. Rewatch, or I would suggest you, if it's possible you for you, it's very important. Just go towards that losses and break down your trades. Just break down your trades. Just journal your trades actually. What lead you towards losses? Journal those trades. You will start understanding your mistake, then make notes on it, and next time do not try to repeat the same mistake. That's the solution for you to come back. And then once you just like coming on the chart with the new capital, go with a low lot size, build your confidence first with a low lot size, then start increasing the lot size. You will easily recover this 5k. It's just nothing. I am bullish on gold, only waiting for structure to be formed. Yes, I am also looking for the structure to be formed. If this 30-minute again managed to break and close above this high, I would like to give my trade a chance. Actually, you know what? I would like to give my trade a chance. Look at this 50-minute candle close, 30 minutes still open. All I need is candle to break and close above this area. Give me 1 minute. Hey buddy, what's wrong with you? Yeah, he was continuously calling me. Yes. You wanna give some advice to them? He started licking me. So this 1 hour failed to break the low of previous candle. If it flips bullish, I will take a buy. Yeah, if this candle managed to break and close above this high, that could be a flipping of a 1 hour time frame, so makes sense. What if candle break 43.81 next 30 minutes or 1 hour? Should I take a buy trade or wait for the pre-NY volume? Asking because volume isn't great in London. Yeah, if a candle, you know what, how it going to be break and close above this high? If there's a volume, that is also could be a sign of the volume. If it going to be break and close above the high, it's mean it's going to be a volume there in the market, so higher probability gonna continuously pushing upside. What if candle, okay, so 1481 next candle, okay. Yeah, I just like answer this one. Very nice cat, thank you so much. What is her name? It's not her, it's he. I have twin brothers. One name is assigned by my children, his name is Muffin, and another one having the name is Cookie. Sometime I wonder I started too early. After all, I'm only 22. It's a matter of managing risks. I feel truly blessed that everything has been handed to me on a silver platter. I don't have to wander around immensely. I just need to follow the path laid out for me. Yeah, buddy, you are right actually about this one. And still, you know what? You just like started this journey just at the age of 22. Just think about in the for the long picture, what you will be if you continue doing the same thing in a good way with a proper process. What you will be in 2 years, you might be the richest person in your gathering. Is this Cookie? No, it's Muffin. This is Muffin. Yeah, look at his tail. Nowadays profit not make sense me. Happy because that's common. I happy when I manage loss, and that time I feel. Yeah, so you are right, buddy. Once you once you hey, don't do this, just sit here. So once you start understanding the conditions of the market, structure of the market, risk management, get grip on the risk, then you will never give a damn about the losses, because you knew that again you're going to once you, again you're going to be get like another good probability structure, very high probability you will recover that loss, and might be you gonna stand in profit. Actually, you know what, look at this one. Let me explain you in this way. I executed a buy with a proper plan. Didn't work out. It didn't work out. Okay, it didn't work out. It's okay. Did I take a sell? Did I take a buy again? Nothing. I did nothing because there is nothing now. So I accept this. I accept this outcome. I lose less. Again, while I was waiting for this kind of a structure to be formed, again, if I'm going to be get like a good probability structure, I'm gonna attempt only that thing. I'm only gonna attempt that situation only. So higher probability I can recover my loss. Higher probability I can make some more money on it. So whenever you took a loss, always try to take a break at least like 30 minutes. Stay away from the chart for like 30 minutes, so you will start understanding. Because what happened in this situation where market break the low, many people try to take a sell because they hit with the stop loss. Now they're thinking market will push down. They took a sell. What happened? Market went up. Market went up. Now they're thinking now it's gonna be worked out if what we were thinking before. Now it's gonna be working that in that way. They took a buy. it went down. Again, they are thinking about to take a sell. Might it will again come up, go up because there is no structure till right now. We stuck in a consolidation. So see this one. So while waiting, I will wait. If it could continuously pushing downside, I will see if it could manage to create some new structure. So then I can give my trade a chance. So Muffin is looking for something. Yeah, actually, he was sick, and I just like take him to the doctor. And today he's just like showing his love to me because now he feeling good actually. I have seen this thing in the cats. If they feeling sick, if you went them take them to the doctor, and they get they become like fine after taking medicine, so they will start licking you. They will start loving you. That's why I shaved. No, I shave them after every 3 month or 4 month. Okay, so Suvo just send me a chart. What is this, buddy? Took a sell, took a buy here. What is this? It's a buy or a sell? Suvo. Last three, how to manage risk. Last three, how to manage risk. Okay. This one, if you execute a buy here, it's a clear late entry, buddy. It's a clear late entry. This buy does make sense, but not as an impulse entry. I think so. Let me see. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in so I can get more better picture. Okay. So this buy, it makes sense after closure of this candle. If it's having like upper wick, next candle gonna create a wick and break up of the high. I think it does make sense, and you close the trade. Why? I think this candle didn't have a upper wick. Is it? The candle just don't have a upper wick on the left hand side. Yeah, man, the risk. This is this one. Okay, didn't have bottom wick, went down, went back. Good risk management. It's a late entry, but still you close the trade. This is this is something could be a good probability you close the trade. Why you execute a buy here? Go for the wick fill structure. Still manage the risk. Very nice. What is this? CPI. What about the risk here? So it could be happen same in this way. Am I right? So this risk management could easily fucked up with this single trade. But yeah, it's a good one. So well, let's see. So what is your criteria to lose less? Different criterias, different conditions of the market. Sometimes what happen, market goes in my favor. Suppose that we are sitting with some kind of a strong trend like a bullish one or bearish one. I got a structure there, like it created a resistance, it created a support. I got my confirmation candle, I executed a buy. There's clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range, volume time. In that condition, if market went in my favor almost like 20 pips to 25 pips, and then it start rejecting and coming back to my entry, I will start closing 50% position. If it's going to break the previous candle low, I might gonna close 100% position. Because why? Because if there's like a volume, and if I'm having a structure there, If everything align with each other, then it should not be wrecked like that. So in that scenario, I could manage the risk in that way. Sometime I need to understand how I can need to flip on a 50-minute time frame to get like a better stop loss. When I need to place a stop loss below the current candle, when I need to place a stop loss below the 50-minute low, when I need to place a stop loss below the current 50-minute time frame, when I need to go with the static risk, when I need to go with the dynamic risk. So these all different kind of scenarios, and a lot of others as well, having a different probability, different structure, different risk management with it. I hope you got it. I speak it too quickly, but still I hope you got it. Also, does happen that you close in lows, then it reverse and go to your TP. It is whatever it is. You need to accept the outcome. Whenever you execute a trade, it's a buy or a sell. It should be react how you wanted it to see actually. If you're not reacting in that way, you need to manage the risks. You cannot predict the market because you are not a market maker. You are a retail trader. You cannot like give the guarantee about the market. At the end, you need to adopt it. However, it is giving you the probability for winning a trade and probability if it is going against you. Just manage the risk. Don't attach your emotions with it. Take your sim. So you love cats more than your children because you are not letting your children to come inside the room. Ooh, someone just like coming personal. I love my children more than anyone. And if I'm doing some work, they have enough, I would say, ethics to understand that I'm on a work right now. So they're not gonna disturb me. Even they were not going to let anyone to come in this room. If even the maid try to come here, they will never let to come her here actually. If anyone else like my relatives or anyone else outside from the house try to come in this room, my children gonna stop them actually. So this is something they learn. You know what, my 13 years old daughter, she is a gold medalist in art competition. My 10 years old daughter, she recently won a third prize in swimming competition. So I only have leaders in my life, to be honest. I always boost them. I always let them to do whatever they wanted to do in their life. It's just some kind of love I show them. Bouncers, yeah. You know what? My little daughter, she's having a plan to go for the karate now. So trading is fun. I'm heading off, bro. Tomorrow Friday, don't get fry. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Don't get fry on a Friday. Yeah, you were right. Well, let's see. So what happened? You know what? Mostly what happened? In my experience, I have seen this thing many times. I have seen it. Still, it did not break the previous daily candle lows. Look at this one. Still, it's on a higher time frame is in bullish form. So we're continuously pushing upside from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if the market continuously pushing upside from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there is a probability mostly I have seen might be on a Thursday it could retrace and on a Friday it will continuously going towards that direction again. It happens. I have generally taken your advice to heart and I'm very serious about trading. I really want to make something happen with it. My next plan is to take on a 200k funded challenge and aim for a monthly return of 2% to 3%. If I hit that, great. But otherwise, I'll just adopt to how the market behaves. You know what, Anurag, it's a great plan. Now understand this thing. Here you are totally comfortable to make like monthly 2%, 3% because it's a big capital. So that's why I always said or I always give advice to the people or my students especially, you whatever you're going to be do with a small capital, the same habit gonna be implemented on the higher capital. So right now if you are not understanding a lot size of a 0.10 lot, don't think like that. Just like work with a structure. Market don't give a damn what lot size you are using there. If a candle printed, if a structure printed, gonna react in the same way whatever lot size you are using. It don't give a damn. The candle gonna print in the same way, the pips gonna be counted in the same way. So yeah, It's a great idea, great plan. But before that, just stick with these 2 3% or 4% 5%. Just like start, I would say. I don't have word for that one. I'm trying to think, but I'm not getting that. Just 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 I would say build good habits on a small account that gonna be implement on the higher capital, same as it is. So calling it a day, cash bro. Yeah, I'm also calling. I'm not calling it a day. I'm not calling it a day. I will come, might be during the NY session. We'll see if I could manage to make some money. Still, we did not break below this low. It this can close and broke below this low, but still we are having this rejection on the left hand side. There is like a rejection again. The daily did not break and close below this low. I would say I will see how the H4 about to be closed now. I will see. So then we'll think about for the next scenario. Still, I believe that just like remove this thing. Buys only makes sense if a candle could manage to close above this resistance area. That is the only way I will think about for the buys. Rather than that, I will not gonna take a buy actually. I'm still look for the buy. If I do today, not sell yet. Yeah, man, I'm also looking for the buys actually. So, are you looking for the sells if early close below? No, I'm not looking for the sells. I don't have clean traffic on the left hand side actually. H4 close in trade hawk might be it's due to opening of timing of that platform. Might be that's why H4 close, but here H4 about to be closed in 1 hour. So I think I am heading off now. So I believe that if a candle could manage to still break and close above this high, remember my words. I'm gonna take a buy. It's gonna be a very beautiful buy coming up. So we'll see. We'll see. So till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to take forcefully trade. Just wait for your structure to be formed. Even I execute as buy here, didn't work out. I manage the risk. I didn't give my trade any other chance because structure didn't print there. Even this cannot break and close below this low. I need a lot of volume to go through these rejection on the left hand side. Lot of volume. So it will become risky one. It will become risky one. I will never. I'm not gonna execute. You know what? What in this situation mostly I do. I will let it go. I will let it go. Might be it will come down, then it will create a support and then break below the support. And below this area, if you look at the left hand side, you will realize that we are having clean traffic here. So this is where I could give my trade a chance. Or if it never let me to execute a position here and start pushing upside, then if it could manage to create some kind of a strong resistance area here, then I will go for the bias to retest the low. Or if I cannot manage to create some structure here and break and close above this high, so I will go for the bias. So these are the 2 3 or 4 scenarios I just like visualize in my mind, and I'm gonna follow that only. If it not gonna happen today, I'm not gonna take trade today. So yeah, man, take care. So everyone, I am heading off. Stay blessed. Don't try to take forcefully trade. This loss is just nothing. Don't try to recover the loss unless you're not going to be get your structure. Always try to execute your good probability structure, which give you always mostly like a confidence, or which is your edge actually, which work for you. Just only execute on that one. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday might be Raja bro going to do the stream for the London session, and might be I'm gonna do the stream for the NY session. So yeah, I think so. Let me see one thing. All right, so yeah, heading off now. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and bye bye. Tomorrow might be NY session.